Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, everybody. It's such a cool thing when y'all sing along and play. It's just really, it's play and it's wonderful. So you rock. Thank you. I'm Reverend Carol Ann. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
And I am here to welcome you to New Thought Community on this wonderful, cold, drippy day. I'm so excited you're here. You could have been anywhere. Paying attention to anything, and you're here co-creating this divine energy with us. So I guess they're done. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Our speaker today, mood lighting. Our speaker today is Cherie McCarthy. Amazing and wonderful. There's going to be lots of interesting stuff going on. I'm just going to keep talking. Okay. Cherie's topic today is the Brahma Viharas, abiding joy for the world. Did I say that right? That's the hard part done for today. Now I'm good. I can't wait to hear what she has to say. This is going to be a very heartfelt, open, tender service. It just has been so far. And so let's just ground into that. Prepare your soul, prepare your heart to be present with one another. Our practitioner is none other than Reverend Ana Maria Lopez. And just 2 words, well, okay, more than 2, but just a few words about practitionership. It is the bread and butter of what we do. It is affirmative prayer practice. It is the intelligent use of the placebo effect. It is changing what you think such that more of what you want to experience shows up in your life.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's for me.
It's not...
The intelligent placebo. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah, I made it up, so we can talk about it later. But it is...
Yes!
It is changing the way you think so that your experience of your life is richer.
Yes.
Ana Maria is a practiced practitioner, very invested in her practice of prayer. She's going to be praying anyway, so get your prayer treatment requests in. Be generous with yourself. There will be no bill. You don't have to worry about charging it. It is just a request, a gift from your consciousness to yourself.
Yes.
And to anyone else that you think might be able to use a little bit of more oomph. There are prayer treatment request forms in the lobby. There are more online. So I would encourage you, if there's anything in your life you want more of, write it down. If there's anything that looks like a challenge, especially this time of year, write it down. Reverend Ana will be incorporating your requests into her prayer treatment for the next 30 days. So be generous with yourself. Okay, you ready? In this cool, dim lighting, we're going to now sing together. And did you want to say something about this?
No.
Okay. This is a beautiful religious science, New Thought version of this traditional song. There are lyrics in your, but if you don't have one, don't worry, because they're also up here. Magically, they're going to be up here, and it's just a sing-along. So stand up if you got it, or maybe we should stay sitting down. Yeah, stay sitting down so everybody can see. But sing along. Okay.
Oh, wait a second.
No, we got it.
Count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Every heart embraces
That was so much fun. Thank you, thank you. That was really groovy. And thank you to everybody back at the Wonder Center who put that together. It's beautiful. And on that tale of joy, is it time already? It is. I'm going to invite Reverend Debbie Martzoff up to lead us in our opening treatment, Circle of Light, and welcome.
Good morning. Please get comfortable in your chairs for our opening Christmas treatment. This is the treatment that precedes our beautiful ceremony called the Circle of Light. So please close your eyes. We know that when we peer through the spiritual eye in deep meditation, we behold God's spiritual light, afloat in the vast sphere of our awakening in Christ. Let us today and every day before Christmas, and right now, in this very moment, prepare our consciousness to celebrate spiritually the birth of Christ. Let Christ enter into our consciousness. It is easier at this season than at any other time to receive this, the Christ consciousness within, during your meditations, because a spirit of goodwill, love, and peace radiates throughout the world. The entire cosmos celebrates this season of joy, for the light permeates all space. And now in joyful gratitude, we let this treatment go as we feel and know the light within. And so it is. Can we have our practitioners, ministers, and practitioners of other healing modalities circle the room as we hold out our arms? We'll be creating a circle of energy, a circle of light. And now let's take a moment to visualize a beautiful healing light. And in this circle, we place the names of those who are dear to us, those who may need a little help, a little encouragement, love, and light. I'll start with my husband and father-in-law, Brian and Jack. And say your own names that you want to put into the circle. Knowing that everything is moving in divine right order. We place in the circle the New Thought community, the city we live in, our state, our country, and every country. Knowing all are blessed, all divine. And now place your own name in the circle, Debbie. Knowing that we must love and care for ourselves so that we can love and care for and forgive others. Is there anyone here for the first time who would like to make their presence known? No, none today. Okay.
One in the back.
One in the back. Okay. Well, welcome. Everybody say welcome, New Thought community. Oh, we have another one. Welcome. And we have a packet for you. So it's coming around. Now we're going to take the energy in this room and rub our hands together. Feel the energy in the room. And now place one hand on our heart and one towards our newcomers so that we can welcome them. And we say welcome.
Welcome.
And so it is.
I need no introduction. Hello, everybody. These are your announcements. It's been an interesting morning. We came in. We're putting 4 brand new songs together, and that's always a challenge and a lot of fun. And then the drum kit stopped working, and we got that fixed. And the soundboard was having issues, and the video was having issues, and we got that fixed apparently. Good job, guys. And all these things are happening. Thank you, Warren, Russell. You guys are great. And in the midst of all this, and I was putting the signs out, and I was trying to get the things printed out, and there was all kinds of other stuff that were in my brain or not in my brain. And I walked back into the Harmony Hall, and Heather said, "Coffee's done." And I was like, "Yes!" I can do anything. So we've got the second half of our holiday boutique that's going on over in Harmony Hall. And we have our community meeting today, which is our monthly event where everybody gets to come in and eat and drink and be merry and also share ideas. And you guys get an idea of what we're up to, and we get an idea of what you're up to, if you want to let us know. Anyway, it's always a lot of fun. We do this every month, so please stay a little bit it'll be a quick meeting. The president, Reverend Anna, said that it will be a quick meeting.
Quick!
And so it's super quick, the quickest. So just come, stay an extra 15 minutes, and lend your voice and your comments and your concerns and your humorous anecdotes to New Thought Community.
Real quick.
Yes, real quick, Reverend Anna.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say
Reverend Carol Ann.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say we're also doing a raffle for an amazing drum. So come and buy a ticket. We'll raffle it off.
Well, we're doing a raffle for an amazing drum. That's going on.
Leftover Christmas boutique stuff?
Yeah, and the raffle tickets are $5. The drum is amazing.
Yes.
And so come check it out.
Let me say one thing about Science of Mind, and then you pop up. And so we've got Science of Mind 2 is coming up. The second cohort, I guess, and starting on the 8th of January. This is on Thomas Trollworth. This is going to be Reverend Anna. It's going to be Reverend Wanda teaching the class. It's going to be freaking amazing, people. So sign up Wednesday starting on January 8th. Sign up with Reverend Gina or on our website. Yeah, she's the one with her. She's doing the field goal back in.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, all right.
You gonna say something?
Oh,
Okay. All right.
let's get on.
That's my cue. Okay. Where are we? Oh, now I would like to invite Diana Ray up to lead us in our vision, purpose, and mission. And look, we have Diana.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Everybody knows the vision, purpose, and mission? Let's start. Vision. We are a spiritually empowered family. Purpose. To remember, experience, and connect with universal truth. Our mission. Our New Thought community is a diverse spiritual family guided by universal principles and devoted to awakening to the divine presence within each of us. We are committed to loving, inspiring, and healing. I hope.
So now we come to the part of our service where Reverend Anna will lead us in a reading and treatment. But before she does, I just want to invite you all to just sit for a moment. Feel yourself supported in your chair. Take a deep breath. And a moment of rest. Now you're prepared for Reverend Anna.
That's exactly what I was going to do. Let's just take this moment to just pay attention to where we're at, who sits around us, and how we really allow ourselves to be open to this beautiful experience today. In case our newcomers haven't figured out, we're a little bit irreverent at times. It's all right. Roll with us. Today's reading happily comes from Joseph Campbell and David Cadman. Joseph Campbell on the role of love in life. Campbell believes that love is the greatest agent of change and the heart of change. He also believed that love is often a transgression of the old order, and that choosing to love someone you were taught, and that choosing to love someone you were taught to hate can change our world. Amen to that. Our next reading comes from David Cadman, and he writes in The Holy Life and the Divine Abiding. It is not some separate practice reserved for monks or nuns, but the necessary grounding of all of our lives. Such a life is not in any way alien to us. On the contrary, it is, in the deepest sense, familiar to us, for when we truly live it, we are most truly ourselves. We say amen to that one. Amen. But he also wrote in the Tibetan Buddhist magazine, Damchak, imagine, I hope I pronounced that right. If we all felt as much love and compassion for everyone as we do for our best friend. Who has our best friend? Who's our best friend? Gina Marie. Gina Marie. She's everybody's best friend. Then how? So then great. So how would the world look? I'm happily to be the best friend. Carol Ann's happily to be the best friend. Noah is an amazing best friend. Cherie, Sandra, Jerry. You look around this room and we see best friends whether you know them or not. So I invite you, each one of you, to really play that out in your mind for a bit right now. Now imagine what would happen to our own tight grip on our identity as ego. And if you felt that strongly for someone, how would you then feel about giving your spot in the checkout line to someone who seemed to be in even more of a hurry than you were? I invite you to share this kindness today as we put our feet gently on the floor and get ourselves ready for our affirmative prayer, which we call treatment. I invite you to go within. There is one divine presence that I find my joy and love within. I find this presence within all experiences of my life, especially when I am uncomfortable. I celebrate all gifts of music, laughter, hugs, singing, dancing, smiles. Today, I choose to reside in all of these things that bring my heart comfort and gratitude. My soul remembers to share these amazing expressions of the divine as it has been shared with me. The freedom to love from this place of infinite love. Oh, I give thanks for this. Releasing this beautiful expression of my divine connection, my divine spirit, knowing it all comes and goes perfectly in divine right timing. I say thank you, Goddess. And so it is. Aho, Ashe, and Amen. Namaste.
So the main thing this morning and last night is all about is opening our hearts, opening to receive that energy of the universe that Debbie spoke of, that sometimes goes with Christ and many other names.
I'm tired of the guilt that brings me pain. ready for my change. Now I'm ready for my change. One with spirit, ever trusting, everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender, I surrender. I'm ready for my change. Yes, I'm ready for my change. I forgive me, everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. Yes, I'm ready for my Yes, I'm ready for Grateful for your tenderness. Life can feel unkind. Grateful for the way you see when I'm stuck inside my mind. Grateful for the courage to hold your steady ground. I'm grateful for compassion when mine cannot be found. Ooh, compassion where broken
Amazing. All right. Now I just want you to ground yourselves again in your chairs. Take a breath. Feel yourself supported. Remember why you came here today. And in this bosom of companionship and safety, I give you the ever visionary Cherie McCarthy.
Thank you. So the next time I do this, I'm going to let somebody else handle the music. So I can just be one person. That's not like that. Yeah, it's not like me at all.
You might have to be a different person.
Yeah. So I want to thank Anna and Carol Ann and Noah and Rob for holding me up this morning. It's greatly appreciated. I didn't know the whole topic was for me, even though in my notes it says we teach what we most wish to learn and do. I said it. And then this morning, I was like, oh, it's for me too. Always a pleasure, Spirit is so clever. So we that come up here, we choose our topic, right? And it ebbs and flows, and then we pick the music. Anyways, that's how I do it. And then, we kind of let it percolate. And for me, I just listen to all kinds of speakers talking about whatever I'm going to talk about. And then whatever comes up the day before is what you get. So here we are. So we're talking about the Brahma Viharas. Where does that come from? It comes from Buddhism. And Buddha got it through all kinds of things that came before him that are in this here 1926 version of the Science of Mind. Here, all the way back in the appendix, my other practitioner, Nancy, wherever she may be, found this. So Ernest Holmes, Dr. Holmes, quotes in the beginning of his appendix, Professor Max Muller. Something you wanted to add? Oh, okay, just checking.
I like admiring your book.
Oh, yeah. 1926. Professor Max Muller, one of the greatest European Orientalists and author of the Sacred Book of the East, has well said, quote, "The true religion of the future will be the fulfillment of all religions of the past. All religions, so far as I know them, had the same purpose. All were links in a chain which connects heaven and earth, and which is held and always was held by one and the same hand. All here on earth tends towards right and truth and perfection. Leans towards that. Nothing here on earth can ever be quite right, quite true, or quite perfect. Maybe ever, but most especially if it's excluding all other religions, instead of loving, embracing, and inviting the goodness in all." Yeah. So then he goes on and lists the evolution of religion here with just a couple pages. It's its whole, and it goes back to 551 BC and goes into Taoism in 600 BC and comes forward. And that's what Ernest Holmes studied, all of that, to get this Science of Mind concept, right? All these pictures you see around the room, they're inviting all religions to come forward. There is no goodness and truth, whether we understand it or not, unwelcome here. Yeah. So the Brahma Viharas translated, Brahma is often translated to the word Brahma to divine or sublime. In Hinduism, it's the concept of the transcendent and immanent ultimate reality, supreme cosmic spirit. That's big stuff, right? That's just Brahma. And then Vihara is an abode, an abiding. So Brahma Viharas is abiding in the most divine energies. And the Buddha took that and evolved it into 4 things that we lean into to open the heart to that, to cultivate the rich and fertile soil that allows that to arise. We talk about it a lot, but I don't think any of us, I might be wrong, come and talk to me after if I am, walk in it always, in every moment, right? I think we have splashes of it, little glimpses of it, and little minuscule experiences of it that keep us coming back. They go, whoa, what was that, right? What was that? I want more of that. Therein lies part of the difficulty, because we humans, we want to hang on to what feels good, and anything that doesn't feel good, we want to push away. No more of that. I want to live in divine love and guidance all the time. La, 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 there's no pain. Not on Earth. You're on the wrong planet. Okay, just saying, you dropped into the wrong vehicle, because this vehicle suffers in many ways. Some necessarily, which I'll get to in a second, but some unnecessarily. Some is just the elaboration and the conflagration. I don't think that's a word, but I like it. We just expand and expound upon the suffering and make it last so much longer, right, than it needs to. And the clinging to the bliss and the goodness and the light creates that to disappear. Anybody have an experience either in meditation or some spiritual work or personal growth where you're suddenly struck by this energy that's profound and blissful and has nothing, can't even explain it or describe it, and then you go, whoa, and then it's gone. As soon as you go, whoa, then it's gone, right? Because we want to get it and own it and keep it. It is not to be owned. It's always here. We don't have to own it. It's always here, like the sun. The sun is always there. Cloudy days, rainy days, hurricanes, blizzards. The sun is there behind it all. And spirit is like that. So I'm only going to point to two of these specifically today, but they are loving kindness, which is in Sanskrit metta, compassion, which is in Pali, I think, not Sanskrit, karuna, and mudita, which is what I started with when I started to plan this thing, but Spirit has other plans. Mudita is appreciative joy. It's joy in the presence of the joy of others. It's why we watch baby videos on Facebook, or TikTok. Why we watch kitty cats play and baby animals, because we experience their joy. That's mudita. That's the essence of mudita. It gets a little more complicated when it's people in our lives who are fully joyful, and then it's like, oh, what's that? No, I don't know. We gotta get that person under control, and all kinds of stuff comes up for us, right? Or they have more than me, and why don't I have that? And what's wrong with me? And all those shenanigans start, right? And those are the barriers. But loving kindness is, I didn't say the fourth one. Upekkha is equanimity. That's the one that kind of runs through all of it and keeps it balanced, right? So loving kindness, I'm going to tell you first what it's not. Because we get confused. The word love, how much do we hear that word? How many stories do we have about what it means? So it may be mistaken for love that is attached. Love that is, a parent-child, and then the child goes off to college and I'm weeping, oh, I love him so much, I'm going to miss him so much. That's not this Brahma thing. It's a wonderful thing. There's nothing wrong with it. We must do it on this planet Earth if we want to procreate and, perpetuate this life. But it's not this Brahma thing. This Brahma thing is way more powerful than that. And we lean into these concepts and meditation to build and cultivate and enrich the soil. And then it arises. It's not something we can will into being. It's something we become willing to let go of everything in order to allow it to arise. Yeah? Therein lies the magic. Love is without grief. It's always here, abiding, waiting for us to catch up or wake up, in other words. Wake up. Maybe God is trying to find you. Be still, right? It's without grief. I think it was Queen Elizabeth said, grief is the price we pay for love. Is it worth it? Yes. What else would we do here if not love each other, right? So we can experience, let it rise, let it pass. We don't have to let it rise and then carry on about it. It'll rise like a wave and it'll drop into the sand like the bubbles like waves do, and then it'll rise again and it'll drop into the sand, and it might not for a day or two, and then boom, there it is again. We don't have to engage in it to, sometimes I experience somewhere I heard recently, a parent is only as happy as his or her unhappiest child, right? Sometimes we feel we're betraying those who passed or those who are unhappy by experiencing our own joy, and that's just an internal thing. It's a little mistaken notion, but it's okay. It's all being human. There's nothing wrong with any of this. So, kindness, we often mistake for niceness. Oh, bless her heart. Right? People say that sometimes and they're really thinking something else. I got a hunch. Kindness is like loving kindness. It's present. It's always there. It's just allowing with grace and ease. The natural, I remember when my daughter was 2 years old in the mall, and I would take her there just to let her wander around so I could breathe. And this little baby was crying. She went up to the baby's stroller and put her hands on its head, on the stroller, and was just like deeply connected with a little smile. She wasn't feeling her pain, and she wasn't discounting her pain. She was just with her. And the little baby just calmed, and I was like, wow, that's a miracle. I think that's kindness. That's my hunch. I don't have all these nailed or anything by any means. I got that this morning as soon as I started singing. So, karuna, compassion. Another synchronistic moment which occur when we're evolving toward these little adventures, right? We have all these moments where we go, oh, that relates, oh, that relates. So this morning, curiously and fun enough, pops up, I'm doing something on my phone, and whatever, and I end up seeing past posts of me checking in at NTC, and there's a picture of Ana Maria Lopez, and I'm quoting her. It's January 29th, 2017, and so it's the beginning of the year. We're talking about compassion, karuna. She said, quote, "For your revelation and your resolution in 2017, be the spirit of loving compassion and share it and know that we are not separate." Right? That's it. That's the whole banana. She's like, that's good, right? We often do that, Those of us that come up here, we are making an offering. We are just contributing something for your consideration. That's stuff we've bubbled up along the path and put together, and for some reason we feel called to do these kinds of things. So take what you can use and what you love and leave the rest. We consider it all, incorporate it, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, find something else. It's not a problem. Somebody asked the Buddha once, what if this stuff is bad and hurts somebody or it's no good? Well, then we'll stop doing it, he said. Simple as that. Yeah. So, compassion is love in the face of suffering. Heart open. It comes from the Latin word compassion, translated to suffer with. If we're present with someone who's suffering, now, I do this for a living, 25, 30 hours a week, I'm sitting in front of somebody who's there because they're suffering and they want me to help, right? If there's any internal dialogue of what's going to help or what they need to do, or how I need to fix it or what little thing I'm going to do when they're done talking to help them. That is not compassion, just saying. Yeah. Compassion is just presence, right? Most of us are hopefully aspiring toward being more skillful in that when we meet with someone who's suffering, right? To just be, allow, soften. One of my greatest teachers, rest in peace. Soften and allow whatever's here to be here. It's okay. There's no danger. Our brain is programmed to look for danger and try to prevent it. It's a natural evolutionary thing. It's not our fault. Our central nervous system is designed to sense it and then activate so we can run or fight. Often there is no danger. It's coming out of some sort of conditioning of the past, and some smell or word or motion brought it up. We're safe most of the time. If we're not, run. Right? So when we're teachers and healers, the idea is, and when you're lovers of children and spouses and parents, the idea is, identify more with the presence than with the parenting or the teaching or the healing or the therapizing. The presence. It's always here. The healer is the presence itself, not us. We just show up, and every now and then it says cool stuff like that, right on? So equanimity is a word. Balance points to it most clearly, but it's much more than that, and it is what allows us to notice the leaning into fixing and the coming back into presence, and it keeps it all regulated, and that's one I'm not very versed in, so yeah, I'll do some studying and come back later to talk about that one. And I already mentioned mudita, sympathetic joy, and I think that's all I got. How cool is that? So thanks for being here. All for your consideration. Take what you can use, leave the rest.
Can we have the ushers come forward, and Sandra's going to lead us in our offertory prayer.
Please take your offerings in your hands. In the spirit of Christmas, we offer our offerings to this community, knowing wholeheartedly that the universe and spirit is abundant in every way. Your offerings assist our community in keeping the lights on, the heaters running, and allowing us to continue to gather in sacred community and in fellowship with each other. And for that, we are extremely grateful to you all. So in the spirit of the holiday season of Christmas, we invite you to place your sacred offerings in our handy little bags in the spirit of reverence, sacredness, and as Cherie said, mudita. Thank you all.
That was for compassion. This one starts with me.
Me and Fear, we had a thing in 1993. Told me I was wasting time with all these silly dreams. I dated down, she knocked me down every time I tried. But I found joy in my life. Sorrow swept me off my feet in 2009. Took long walks on the beach and the oceans made me cry. And grief, she came and overstayed longer than I liked. I found joy in my life.
Deep gratitude, deep gratitude.
All right. That's it always, everybody.
Blessed always, for the arms of love surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say amen.
So as you go out into this holiday season, remember compassion. Remember that car whipping by you on the freeway. They got a story, man. They got something going on. Know that they need your compassion. Yes. And therefore it will rise in you for yourself. Compassion for yourself. Forgiveness of all that gets in the way of these magnificent states of consciousness.
Blessed always, for the arms of love surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in We are how we feel.